Hello, my fellow car audio enthusiasts. I am here to turn you on to one of the most wicked little weapons in car audio today. It's called a Deathbox. Quite simply, it's the most amount of bass from the least amount of space. Using a single 10-inch driver, this almost tiny box hits harder and cleaner than most sub boxes with two 12s. This isn't some latest fad design soon to fade away because it never really worked as advertised. On the contrary, this well-proven design was invented back in 1991 by Steve Deckard, owner of the high-end audio company called Decware, and literally tens of thousands of good people have built one and raved about its performance. While designed as a car audio sub, audiophiles have been secretly using these bad boys in their high-end listening rooms for almost as long as the box has been around. Not only does this box hit harder than most things twice its size, it does so with extraordinary control and speed. Considered audiophile grade for both home and car, its great sound quality is evident by the total lack of ear fatigue. It's a sub that you can crank without distortion, meaning you can play it louder. So let's talk about the box a little bit, see how it works. I mean, seriously, how many boxes have claimed to be all that and turned out to be just like everyone else's mediocre crap? This thing has got some technology, but the story behind it is the most interesting part. If you've ever built your own box or helped friends do it, you've probably have noticed how unpredictable the results can be. For example, you tested the box in your garage and it had all kinds of bass and sounded great. Then you got it into the car and then there was practically no bass. Well, it turns out this is a common problem since no two cars have the same acoustics. Mr. Deckard likes to remind us that unlike in the garage or the house, when you put a sub in a car, you actually are putting a box in a larger box. This really complicates things for installers and custom box builders, of which he is one of the best. So to make life easier for himself and his great customers, he designed a self-loading box that isolates the woofer from the interior of the vehicle. This made it work in literally every car with the same excellent results. Then he went on to invent a transmotional insert, a movable baffle, and a duck assembly that allows a fairly wide range of 10-inch car audio subwoofers to be used inside the box, because the box can be tuned to the specific subwoofer while inside the vehicle by moving the adjustable insert. I knew he was serious about making this the best small sub box in the world when he figured out how to double the power handling of whatever woofer you put in it. Think about that. Doubles the power. Believe it or not, he did this by taking the original design, putting a woofer in it, then pushing it until the woofer blew up and documented how many watts it took. Then he looked at what specifically failed in the woofer and what specific cause was, what really led to the problem. Afterwards, he would build a new box, slight differences, and repeat the test, comparing the two and choosing a winner. The process took over a year, almost 100 blown woofers to evolve the internal shape and design of the ports. What's cool is that the original generic bandpass box he started with did nothing to help or hurt the power handling of the woofer. It was rated at 150 watts. That's about when it blew up. By the time he finished, the same woofers were handling close to 325 watts without damage or overexcursion. This he called symmetrical focusing or something like that, where he learned to keep the air pressure inside the cabinet and especially in front of the woofer cone perfectly symmetrical, so the cone doesn't rock or twist. Anyway, this brutal process of Steve's box wars and shop full of blown woofers is how the Deathbox got its name. Deathbox. When you find someone who's designed a subwoofer box by intentionally blowing up 100 woofers, you just let me know. The best you'll usually find is some computer geek with some program for modeling the box, which is probably why after 22 years this box design is still completely unbeatable. It's literally, I mean literally, it fits in almost any car, 14 by 14 by 19 inches, and you can make even a $49 woofer from Best Buy hit like you had a $600 Roxford Fosgate Pro in a box twice as big. This Deathbox, it's the real deal, guys.